Sicario 3 potential return addressed by Day of the Soldado star. Isabella Merced, who starred in Sicario, Day of the Soldado as Isabel Reyes, addresses her potential return in the long-gestating Sicario 3. Sicario, Day of the Soldado star Isabella Merced comments on her return in the long-awaited Sicario 3. After the success of Denis Villeneuve's first film in 2015, Benicio del Toro's Alejandro returned for a sequel in 2018 alongside Josh Brolin's Matt Graver. Sicario, Day of the Soldado introduces Merced as Isabel Reyes, the daughter of a powerful cartel leader. A third film, tentatively titled Sicario, Capos, has long been in development, but it has yet to come to fruition. As audiences await news on Sicario 3, Merced reveals in an interview with THR that she would be open to reprising her role in a prospective third movie. While it doesn't sound like any concrete plans are in place for this to happen, Merced has nothing but positive things to say about her experience making Sicario, Day of the Soldado. Check out Merced's full comment below. Absolutely. I would be very open to that. We spoke about it, and obviously things change, but I think we spoke about Isabel Reyes going into the witness protection program. Writer's note, Brolin's character defied his own orders and took Reyes to the US to place her in WITSEC. So I don't know how she would be involved in another Sicario storyline unless they went out of their way to make that happen, but of course, I would love to be a part of Sicario 3. Soldado is still, to date, one of my favorite movies I've ever done, and it was one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. It was insane. What's been said about Sicario 3? Will another movie actually happen? Although Brolin previously expressed some doubts regarding a third Sicario movie coming to fruition, producers Basil Iwanek and Erica Lee revealed in September 2023 that development on the sequel is still underway. The producers suggested that a strong idea is in place and that writing on the script had been paused due to the onset of the WGA strike last year. With the strike having ended last fall, work on the script is presumably underway once again. Another exciting update regarding Sicario 3 came in October, with producers Molly Smith and Trent Luckinbill revealing to Collider that the plan for the third movie is to bring Emily Blunt back as Kate Macer, in addition to Alejandro and Graves. Kate was instrumental in the first movie, but was notably absent in Day of the Soldado as the story went in a different direction. Not long later, Smith revealed that Mission Impossible franchise director Christopher McQuarrie is involved in the sequel in some capacity. Regarding his potential return for Sicario 3, Villeneuve told the playlist recently that he hasn't been contacted about a third movie, but that he believes in Sheridan's ability to write a strong film. While Villeneuve's first installment was very well received, the Sicario, Day of the Soldado reviews were not quite as positive, see chart above. The second movie also experienced diminishing returns at the box office, and these two factors could be why Sicario 3 has struggled to make it out of development. Madam Webb went through drastic changes after Dakota Johnson was cast in Sony's Marvel movie. The final version of Madam Webb might look very different than the original version of the movie that was pitched to star Dakota Johnson. It seems like the version of Madam Webb that is being released in theaters isn't the same version of the Marvel Spider-Man spin-off movie originally pitched to star Dakota Johnson. Cassandra Webb, aka Madam Webb, is the third Spider-Man-related character to get a solo movie in Sony's Spider-Man universe following Venom and Morbius. Unfortunately, Madam Webb's early reviews and reactions paint a troubling picture of the film, and it seems big changes during production may have played a role. Dakota Johnson recently spoke to The Wrap, revealing that the script she originally read for Madam Webb was very different from the one that ended up getting shot. Though some measure of rewrites isn't uncommon for movies, Johnson implied that these changes went beyond the normal expected amount. However, she expectedly didn't get into specifics. There were drastic changes, and I can't even tell you what they were. Time will tell if details about the original vision for Madam Webb ever surface, but if they do, it likely won't be anytime soon. What drastic changes on Madam Webb Dakota Johnson could be referring to? Since Madam Webb was announced, there have been plenty of rumors about the film's plot details. There was a Madam Webb theory that Andrew Garfield would return as Spider-Man before some major changes were made to the script. While these rumors weren't substantiated, the presence and then sudden absence of Spider-Man would certainly be a big enough change to be considered drastic. Even if Garfield wasn't initially involved, it is possible that some form of Spider-Man was meant to appear before Sony switched gears. There have also been plenty of rumors of other Sony Spider-Man universe characters popping up in Madam Web. Everyone from Shailene Woodley's cut Mary Jane Watson from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 to Topher Grace's Eddie Brock from Spider-Man 3 was at one point rumored to appear in Madam Web. It's possible that major rewrites were made to switch these older characters with some of the new ones in Madam Web. Deadpool 3 BTS image reveals more complete look at returning Fox X-Men character superhero suit. As Deadpool and Wolverine will feature returning characters from the past Deadpool movies, a closer look at one of the players' suits has come out. A closer look at a returning X-Men character's Marvel Cinematic Universe costume in Deadpool and Wolverine has emerged. February 2024 finally gave some more clues to the Deadpool and Wolverine story, as Ryan Reynolds' Wade Wilson is getting ready to enter the MCU. As it becomes his entry into the MCU, Deadpool and Wolverine is also serving as a conclusion to the old X-Men movie universe. Following the release of the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, multiple characters from the past Deadpool films are back. One of the surprise Deadpool and Wolverine cast members who are back is Louis Tan as Shatterstar, as he took to Instagram to share more about his return. To celebrate the massive record for the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, Tan shared a closer look at his Shatterstar costume, stating, "The most watched trailer of all time, and you ain't seen nothing yet, winky face, best fans in the world." According to Marvel Studios, the first Deadpool and Wolverine trailer garnered 365 million views on its first day, breaking new records for the MCU. How Shatterstar is back in Deadpool and Wolverine after dying in Deadpool 2. In Deadpool 2, Shatterstar had a fairly small role, as Tan's character was one of the mutants to try out for Wade's X-Force team. However, Shatterstar ends up dying not long after the formation of the X-Force, which begs the question of how he is back for Deadpool and Wolverine. Even though it may not have happened on screen, Shatterstar's death appears to have been erased directly due to Deadpool 2. In the final act of Deadpool 2, Wade ends up using Cable's time travel equipment to go back in time and undo some of the casualties in the film. That would explain why Shatterstar is seen alive and well during the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, as Wade may have done something to alter the past and allow his X-Force member to live again. There is always the possibility that this Shatterstar is an MCU variant, but time will tell what is the case here. It will certainly be interesting to see if Shatterstar has a larger role this time around in Deadpool and Wolverine in comparison to his Deadpool 2 gig. It is always possible that, as a fun dig at his small role in Deadpool 2, the trilogy finale pulls some similar jokes about him. With only a few more months, the MCU audience will learn sooner rather than later what other surprises may be in store for Deadpool and Wolverine. See you! Don't forget to subscribe. Love you!